Soccer 605, we're visiting with Coach Daniel Ohayon of the Sioux Falls, Washington girls varsity. And Coach, you're looking mighty dapper. You've raised the bar for coaches' attire tonight.
Well, it's a very important evening for our girls and for the school. It's Parents' Night, where all of the kids are going to recognize their parents, on the varsity and on the JV. So we thought that Coach Eric and I would keep up with the tradition. The girls dressed up today for that occasion at school. So we just wanted to show them that we are, in the spirit with the school.
And you both look very nice tonight. And obviously it's working. Your junior varsity girls are having a nice game.
Yes, they're doing very well. I think that they have some pride to show tonight, obviously, for the parents and for the school. It will be a good game for them. They've had some unfortunate downfall a little bit for the past two games. I think this is going to be a wake-up call for them as well.
Well, and speaking of the previous games, your varsity girls started out with an unexpected loss, I think, at Brookings, and then went to Spearfish and ran into a Stevens team that's always tough and held them to 2. So we haven't had a chance to see your girls, and we're looking forward to the game tonight. Tell me how they've been doing.
I think that they've improved from game to game. That first game, I was trying to instill a bit of a new system, and I think they have adapted very well throughout the season. The unfortunate loss to Stephen is very difficult to play an 8 p.m. game, come back the next day, almost less than 24 hours, and play a second game. Stephen is a very, very talented, very disciplined team. We had a hard time with them, but I think that they're going to be improving from game to game, game to game.
And we have seen that with whenever you have to play those back-to-back games, the team that has the second game against a fresh team is always at a disadvantage.
Especially when the other team, unfortunately, I do not want to downgrade the team that they played the night before. Was not such a huge challenging game for them, where we played a more challenging game the first night before Stevens. That also has an impact. Something that obviously the National Federation is trying to get away from. Play back-to-back games and tournamentitis and have too many games in a row.
Yeah, and we need to do that for the health of the players. And it was unseasonably hot. That has had an impact on a lot of teams. I think we'll see a lot of scores that might change as the weather gets cooler and people get a little bit more acclimated to fall soccer. So tell us a little bit. We're going to be watching your girls here in a few minutes after the JV game's over. Tell us a little bit about some of your players. Who are some of the standouts this year for you? Well,
I think that the standout players are going to be Cassidy Skorsgravsky, Peyton Stanzel in the midfield. Obviously, our center backs, Daria Turgeon and Morgan Moe, absolutely outstanding. And I am so pleased that I have one of my strongest players returning from almost 9 months of injury. She tore her hamstring, she had surgery on it. She's back for the third game, and she feels that she can give me all that she can tonight. So I'm really pleased about that. Cassidy obviously was out for 3 weeks with a knee injury. I've also lost one player tonight. She's having an IT inflammation. So, but I think that the team is starting to gel. Well done, really, really well. And on the midfield, that's how we play. We play through the midfield, and I think I have a very healthy midfield.
And that's really important to have that healthy midfield. Your team came up a point on the Soccer 605 polls, and I see it actually matches right up with what the standings are now that the PowerPoints are in.
Yep. Very unusual for us. Coach Eric and I are hoping that we stay in that top 4, because we don't want to have to go to a playoff like last year, which puts a little bit more pressure on the girls. It really, really did. So if we can stay at that level, have the next 3 games are going to be extremely, extremely challenging. Obviously, Pierre tonight. And then Tuesday night we're playing the top team. We're playing Roosevelt, which is a buzzsaw, and then Lincoln. And all of those 3 teams, obviously the top 2, Lincoln and Roosevelt, are going to give us a hard time.
Oh, they will. They're looking forward. All the kids are looking forward to those games, right?
Oh, yeah, very much so. Just so we get as much excitement against Roosevelt as we can. And be the giant killer, maybe try to do that. But they are a very tough team. But I'm looking mostly at this first game tonight against Pierre. They're very strong, very fast. We played them last year, a very physical team. I hope that the girls can sustain the physicality of the game more than anything else.
Have you had a chance to see the Pierre team this fall yet?
No, I have not. This will be my first encounter with them. But obviously, through the network of coaches, I had some pseudo scouting reports from the teams that play them. So we're going to try to adapt to what the scouting report was.
All right. Well, best of luck, Coach.
Thank you very
much. We look forward
Carol.
to the game, and we'll catch you tonight and then You've got Lincoln next week and Roosevelt.
And Roosevelt, yeah.
All right, those will be good games. Best of luck.
Always a pleasure, Carol. Thank you so much.